At Blackwater Distillery, we've so many wonderful ideas to share. We set up the Tasters Club. 2 unique spirits every 2 months. For the like-minded spirit, order from our website and receive your Tasters box from our home to yours by courier. Inside you'll find everything you need for that perfect night in. Hello, you're welcome. It's World Gin Day. Not over there. World Gin Day. And you're very welcome wherever you are in the country. If you want to drop us a note, we'll pop you up here in our little chat and we'll see where you're from. If you don't know how this works, well, this is the Blackwater Tasters Club. This is a box which you get delivered to your door every 2 months. And this month, it being June, to celebrate World Gin Day, we've got not 1 but 2 gins. A lavender and pink peppercorn gin and a Wexford Blackcurrant gin. And the next half an hour or so, we will make live for you these cocktails. And we'll be joined by Aisling, and Lisa, who will make the cocktails with John, our mixologist. And we have a competition. If you wanted to win this, a bottle of our Blackwater No. 5 gin, as a club member, you would have been sent a questionnaire. If you answer the questionnaire, we're able to draw, and the questionnaire really is just about the club. We want to make it better. It's your club, guys, so do let us know what you want in that, and you can win yourself a bottle of gin. Now, we're going to start today. Going to get straight to it with this. I'm looking forward to trying it. The paired lavender smash, and in the club box, you would have got the cocktail card. Here it is, and that's how you make it, but we should be looking at something like that. So, how are we going to get on? John Coleman, are you still with us, or have you gone home? Excellent, John. Welcome back. And Aisling and Lisa, are you there?
Yeah, we sure are.
Hi.
Hello, Aisling. Hello, Lisa. How are you?
We're good. We're excited.
Excellent. Right. Well, this is the first time we've done this, so it may all go pear-shaped, but we'll try it anyway. I'm going to get out of here and go for a pint.
Excuse the pun, Peter.
Indeed. I'll leave you two to it. So, John, they're all yours. If you're at home, get the ingredients and make the cocktail with Aisling and Lisa, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, John.
Thanks.
Are you ready to go?
Sure. Well, we hope so, John. We might need an extra little bit of guidance.
Yeah, this was like when the lavender and peppercorn gin was decided on by Kieran. The first thing that popped into my head, and you may see the similarity here, is a bee's knees. And I'm sure you would have seen me make a bee's knees on one of my channels before. And it's one of my favorite cocktails this time of year. And it's kind of was what I was going to do for World Gin Day, was a fast cocktail bee's knees. But I just felt it was probably a bit lazy, considering that it was the day it was in it, and I really wanted it to really complement the gin, So I kind of spruced up a bee's knees by adding some fresh pear, and when I added the fresh pear and the honey was there, so we're using a nice local honey. By adding the pear, it kind of complements the lavender very, very well. It really makes the lavender pop. And the honey, when I added the honey in the first bee's knees, actually gives the peppercorn a nice note on the palate as well. So that was kind of the inspiration behind the cocktail. Again, going into old classic cocktails, which I love to do. And I just like the ingredients you have there. I always like using nice fresh local ingredients. So we've got Dacia honey, which we're going to be using. We have some fresh pear, and of course freshly squeezed lemon juice. So have you everything ready yourselves there, or?
Yeah.
Have you got your crushed ice?
Well, we were going to ask you that. Like, how do you recommend we crush ice when we don't have an ice crusher at home? Like, we're thinking a tea towel.
You have a rolling pin?
Oh, yeah.
Get a rolling pin. Get a nice clean tea towel. Put your ice cubes into it. Ball it up like you hit your head or something. You're going to put on your head, and then just give it a good couple of smashes with the rolling pin.
Teamwork, John.
Okay. Let's do this.
Then it's going home, and you can actually buy like specialist bags online which come with that. Just for flushing ice at home and breaking up ice. So this is nice.
Ooh, should we mute ourselves? Are we a bit loud?
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm a bit scared of her actually.
Okay, we have crushed ice.
Let me check that it's properly crushed. Nah, she needs to go again.
Take your time. But this is a good trick at home, and like it's a handy way of learning how to crush ice.
Okay.
Especially in warm weather like this, and summer months coming, crushed ice makes great change to some lovely cocktails, you know.
Okay, we're good.
Good. But that's what we're going to go. We're going to start with our shaker.
Yep.
You might have heard me say before, when you're building a cocktail in the shaker, you start small and you're going to finish big. So you start with the smaller part of the shaker, or if you have one of these lovely shakers at home, it's more easier again. So you just go with that style shaker. So you're just going to build in the bottom half. And I'm using what's called a Boston shaker, and we're going to start in the smaller part of it, and we're going to fill that with ice. Normal ice.
We had everything really prepared, we thought.
You see me glancing down here. I'm not kind of staring away here, just looking here in the screen.
So fill it with ice, yeah?
Yeah, so fill the lower half or one half of your cocktail shaker with ice.
Ooh. We probably should have done our measurements first, should we?
No, we'll come on to that next.
Okay, great,
Ice.
great.
Thanks, yeah. So we've got our ice in,
Yeah.
and we're going to start with the honey.
Okie dokie.
Station honey.
We got it.
Fantastic product, not too sweet, lovely balance, great for cocktails. Like always when I select honeys for cocktails, I'm always going to like smaller companies and organic honeys. It really makes a massive difference. So this is one of my favorites to use. And we're just going to get a teaspoon. And just take a teaspoon of honey. Just leave it pile up. Half it in.
These measures, John, they're just for one cocktail, right? Like, so we're doubling up?
But yeah, if you want to double up, you can, yeah. So you want to put 2 spoons in if you want to double up, yeah. Two honey, so if you want to double up, and I'll talk you through the rest of them, what you want to put in.
Perfect.
Now, you all good to go with the honey?
Yeah.
Next up, we have our pear. So what I did was I just peeled the pear and I chopped it into sizes about that size.
Show us the size.
About the size of your thumb.
Okay.
And it's 4 pieces for one cocktail, so you're going to need 8 of those for 2 cocktails. And they just go straight into the shaker.
Got it.
All good? Pear is in, all good to go?
Yeah.
Next up then is our freshly squeezed lemon juice. So we're just going to add 15 ml for one cocktail or 30 ml for 2 cocktails.
Okay, I have a question in relation to that. What is CL? What's 50 ml in CL?
15 in centiliters, is it?
Yes.
And it's 1.5. So if you have a liter, 1 centiliter. So you're looking at like what you're dividing between a 30 centiliter bottle or a 300 ml bottle. That's the kind of way this, like a centiliter CL is centiliter, which is for 100. So basically, if you have a 300 ml bottle, then you just have a 30. If you're going 15 ml, then you're going to bring it down to 1.5. So you're kind of taking a 0 off or moving up a decimal point. And I remember you asked before then about sometimes I use ounces and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of old cocktail books will be dealt in ounces. And there's a US ounce and there's let's say European EU standard ounce. The US is like 29 millimeters and the European then is 28. It's all just going back to old recipe books and it's kind of a slight variation between them. But generally an ounce is 30 mil would be a safe, like, you know. But what we've done recently cocktails mixology is everything's kind of changed to milliliters and it's kind of gone from 50, 25 is kind of what our standard jiggers would be, you know. You've got a 50 on top of 25. You kind of rebalance then using the old recipes into that kind of style, you know. So like generally an ounce and a half is going to be our nearly 2 ounces is the 50 ml. So we have our pair in.
Yes.
We're going to go with 30 ml.
Okay,
Lemon juice.
Yeah.
That's in and all.
Well, at least our gin.
So do we put the entire bottle in for both of us?
No, I wouldn't recommend that now because I always you can do it like you can if you're making it again afterwards. What you're going to be using now is technically half the bottle, so you're going to make 2 cocktails of 50 ml measure. So 1 cocktail is 50, 2 cocktails is going to be 100 ml, and if you're making it again later on when you're relaxing, you'll be using the second half of the bottle.
I'm just going to crush a little bit more ice again.
What I would recommend doing if you are using 10 pair is take it out, cut it to size, and just give it a dab of a clot, because it does have it's in a syrup, so you may get a bit more of a sweeter drink. So you can either give it a dab of a clot and maybe up your lemon juice maybe by 5 ml to just bring a bit of balance to it. Because you're going to make it, if you're using 10 pair, it's going to be a bit sweeter because it is sitting in sugar. So, but yeah, absolutely 10 pair, no problem. So, girls, you still with me? So we're going to add our gin.
Yes, we're here.
So 50 ml if you're making one at home. For the girls, it's 100 ml of lavender gin and pink.
You can shake it, or will I shake it?
You shake it.
Okay, are we shaking it?
Yeah, just pop on your top. Give it a tap.
Okay.
We're shaking it up here. We gotta shake this really hard because what we're doing is we're literally beating the pear with the ice to break it up to get those pear flavors flowing inside the drink. So you really want to give it a good hard shake. So 15
So
seconds.
Superwoman. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Go. Really nice. Oh. The honey is sticking to the bottom of that. Hang on.
It will do, yeah. It will stick. The honey will stick. The flavors will still flow through. It will stick. Like when the honey reacts with the ice, it is going to kind of crystallize, but still some of the flavors are going to go through. So don't worry about that. That happens in all honey-based cocktails.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
So we're going to put your drink to one side. Nice tumbler glass.
Yeah.
You fill it with your recently beaten ice.
Go.
Right to the top. Nice tumbler glass filled right to the top. And we're going to double strain.
What does that mean, double strain?
Double strain is, so we're going to put our little strainer on top.
Yep.
Or if you have one of these, shakers, you're going to strain through here, which you're also going to strain through a sieve, or a cocktail sieve, which looks like this, or a normal garden sieve, or kitchen sieve will work as well. So you just want to hold that over your glass, and then you're going to pour your cocktail through it.
Okay.
So what that reason for that is you're going to keep all the pulp of the thinner. It's going to be caught up by the sieve.
If you repeat that, we couldn't hear you there.
What this was is the pear pulp that's been broken up inside the cocktail shaker. It's going to be caught by the sieve. You don't want that going into your drink. You just want a nice smooth drink. So you will notice then when you get down to the end, you're going to need to get a spoon. So just grab a spoon and you just want to give your sieve just a gentle stir. And you should get a nice fill on your glass.
Okay.
Your first cocktail. Now, it's lovely without a garnish. It goes lovely with a slice of lime on top of it. What I have here is some culinary lavender.
Oh yeah.
Fresh lavender. You can sprinkle that on top of it. It just gives it a really nice nose, a nice aroma when you're drinking it.
Yeah, we have that too.
Beautiful.
So how's it looking, girls?
Fab.
More importantly, how's it taste?
We haven't tasted it yet.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy World Gin Day.
Happy Words in Day. Hope you enjoy that one.
Superb. Does yours look like that?
Can you see it?
It's not bad. How does it taste?
Delicious.
Really?
We rehearsed that.
I haven't tried it yet. I'm sure it's lovely. Yep.
Yeah. Really fresh. Yeah.
The smell of the lavender on top of it is lovely as well. Yeah.
Yeah. A feast for the senses.
Excellent. Well, we'll leave you enjoy that, and we'll come back to you in a few minutes and make another cocktail. All right? So you just take your time, and we will now talk to Kieran, because Kieran, of course, is our head of gin, I suppose you can call him that. He likes being called stuff. Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you doing?
We talked to you about both gins, because we did start off with this one, which is the lavender and pink peppercorn gin.
Well, that's really your gin, Peter.
I
isn't
know,
it?
that's the funny thing about it. Well, the
That's
funny
your
thing about
recipe.
this gin was it was designed quite a while ago.
Yeah.
And the
What
idea
your
was
inspiration, Peter.
to do something with lavender, you know? But we spoke yesterday about bully botanicals, and we mentioned like
Star anise. We were
Star
talking
anise.
about. Yeah.
and you put too much in, and what happens?
It just takes over.
Yeah. Same with lavender. So there's not a lot of lavender in it, and it's a three-legged stool. You've lavender, and then you also have rhubarb. And the idea of the rhubarb is to kind of sweeten it slightly. It's not a rhubarb gin, but the rhubarb does help. And then obviously the pink peppercorns, which I love because they're also in Boyle's gin that we make. And that pink peppercorn gives you the lovely kind of sparkle.
Yeah, that gin is all about balance, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very balanced gin. My taste preference, I tend to go more unbalanced and kind of try to drive it really hard in one direction. But that's a beautiful balanced gin. It's really classy gin, Peter. It's really nice.
It is a nice gin. And as I said, we did design it a while ago. Oh, here comes a cocktail. And was never used, and then it found a home in the club. But one that is your baby entirely is the Blackcurrant.
The Blackcurrant, yeah. Again, that like most of these, it was a bit of an adventure again. So I kind of started with, it seemed like an obvious place to start was steeping blackcurrants in alcohol and distilling them. But the results were really just surprising and disappointing. It just wasn't really blackcurranty. So then we started playing around with blackcurrant leaves, and we ended up with a really nice gin, but it was just too subtle. The blackcurrant was, I wanted it banging a blackcurrant. So, but I'd left it a little bit strong, and then literally adding a relatively small amount, like less than 10% of fresh Wexford blackcurrant juice from Jeffers. And that gave it that color and just gave up the aroma, and then it gave sweetness and acidity. So it's slightly sharp. It's like there's a hint of sweetness. There's a little bit of that blackcurrant acidity and that amazing color. I think this is my favorite one yet. Genuinely.
Really?
Yeah, I really, really, really like this gin.
Yeah,
I like them all. I love all my children, you know.
That's one of the funny things about distilling is often when you distill something, it doesn't taste like it does when you just eat it. And
Yeah.
soft fruits are classic.
And I mean, like I distill strawberries all the time for the Wexford strawberry gin, and even though strawberries it's quite an elusive flavor, that really comes across really strong. Like you make a strawberry distillate, and it's just like concentrated strawberries. I thought the blackcurrant would be even more like that, but it wasn't. You know, but that's the fun of these things. You learn all sorts of new and surprising things every time. You know.
So this was Judith was this Happy World Gin Day to all at Blackwater Distillery. Thank you, Judith. So you used frozen. It was literally just crushed blackcurrants.
Well, I used frozen blackcurrants first. I steeped that in alcohol and distilled that, and that became an ingredient in the gin. But afterwards, it was literally just frozen pressed blackcurrant juice. Amazing stuff. It's really beautiful, you know. And that would have been, you know, similar to what was in the cassis we did some months ago.
That's right. Reading Karen and Graham are on holidays in Dingle, and they send their greetings. I'm hoping that they're sitting down with our gins right now in Dingle.
And I've been doing something with this one other than just drinking it straight or with ice.
Which is unusual. What have you been doing with it?
Normally, like, how would you drink it? Or straight. Or maybe ice. I've been making cocktails. I've been channeling my inner John Coleman. And he could probably put a name on this. It's very simple. It's just the blackcurrant gin, lime juice, simple syrup, and egg white. And it makes this beautiful pink deliciousness. Very, very simple, very nice. And that's become our house cocktail at the moment now.
Right. John Coleman, are you still with us? What do you think of Kieran's creation there?
Oh, fantastic! It's a blackcurrant gin fill, and great idea. You could even turn it into
a gin what? A gin what? What would you call it?
It would be a gin fizz, but it'd be like a blackcurrant infused fizz, or a gin sour to begin with. So it'd be a gin sour to begin with. But if you even to add another element to it, if you put into a taller glass and put a splash of soda, you get a nice refreshing tall drink as well, which would be a gin fizz. Would you be looking at blackcurrant gin sour or a gin fizz? You know.
Very good. Yeah, I like making cocktails. I don't like naming them and just, oh, that's it. That's this. That's that. Does it taste good?
They all need stupid names. Listen, Kieran, we'll leave you get on with your evening. Thank you very much. And
Thank you very much.
We'll talk to you again. And John Coleman, we're going to come back to you now because Kieran has set up the cocktail for us, and that's this baby here, which is our Wexford Blackcurrant gin. Thanks to Des Jeffers, the Blackcurrant ninja. Ashley and Lisa have muted themselves. They obviously been having a right old party. Is there any of the previous cocktail left, ladies, or is it all gone?
Yeah, there's a little bit half gone.
Little bit left. All right. We're going to go again then. We'll try the next cocktail.
Right. Let's
all right. John, you move on with it, and I'll just stay quiet in the background.
So this time we're making more of a classic stirred drink. So we're going to jump to a mixing jug. Any kind of mixing jug. I use a pirate's jug at home if I don't have one of these. So we're going to start with a mixing jug.
Oh, we don't have a mixing jug. What can we use instead?
Get your cocktail shaker and just use the bottom.
Use the bottom of it. Okay. Oh no.
Like I mean, I know it's not fancy, but okay, perfect.
So all you need. So what we're going to do is we're going to be adding 4 fresh mint leaves to this. They don't have to be very big, so I just have a nice stem of mint here. And by start, we're going to put in the first 2 mint leaves first, and we're going to pop some ice on top of those.
So this is for 1, is it, John? So like when we're making 2, we should put. Yeah.
If you're going to be making 2, so you're going to need 8 fresh mint leaves.
How much ice?
Pop 4 in to begin with, and then put the ice on top of those 4.
How much ice, John?
Just about half fill your.
Okay, perfect. Oh my God, the smell of the mint.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's fantastic. And that's really like we're not muddling the mint. We're not breaking it up. We are going to tear the 2 in half though. For the last few that go in there, we're just going to cut them in half. We're going to pop them on top.
Perfect.
Then we're going to move on to our fantastic product. Joan and Bob's Elderflower Cordial is absolutely amazing. Been using Elderflower Cordials for the last couple of boxes and stumbled across this, and it's absolutely fantastic. I tried making it myself before, but then I just kind of I decided there was people out there far better at making it than I were. So I just go with the experts, you know. So we're going with Elderflower Cordial, so it's just going to add a nice bit of sweetness to it. It's a nice balanced drink anyway with the apple juice, so we're just going to add about 15 ml. So 15 ml if you're making one at home, but it's 30 ml for you ladies.
Just reminding her, 30 for us.
Again, another fantastic local product from the area. Organic apple juice from Clashganny farm.
A little bit more apple juice.
Like you could probably call this cocktail one of your 5 a day, I think.
Yeah. What's my cocktail there? I have a different 5 a day than you would.
Okay.
The Clashganny, if you're making it home, it's going to be 20 ml of your Clashganny or any organic apple juice. Or for yourself, girls, you're going to be adding 40 ml.
Great. We're with you, John.
We're very excited. The smell of this already.
The Elderflower, the mint there now, and the Elderflower are just going to be having a chat, and it really gives off a lovely smell, like, you know. So just to add a bit of tart, just to kind of balance the sweetness, we're going to go with 15 ml of our freshly squeezed lemon juice. Or for yourself, ladies, going to be adding 30. Now, if you like a sweeter drink, just reduce your lemon juice. Reduce your lemon juice if you want it to be a bit sweeter. So bring it down by 5 or 10 ml if you want it to be a bit sweeter. Last but not least, beautiful blackcurrant shake.
Exciting.
So for yourself,
I wear my dress to match.
Match, look.
Okay, so
I got
about
some-
half of this.
So yeah, it's 100 ml for yourself, ladies. You're making 2. If you're making it home, follow us home. You're just going to add 50 ml of the gin. Now, before we start stirring, we're just going to put a small bit more ice in our jug. You see the ice will sank. Just want to pop in a little bit of ice. You really want to chill this drink out. And you're going to stir for about 15 seconds. So let's
We'll get something stirred.
count down 15.
We're just getting something to stir it with there. Wow. Right, go.
And that's stir.
I'm not sure if it's the sound on our side, John, but I didn't hear that last bit you just said.
What you notice there is the colour, you know, from the apple juice and the gin, just basically, and the stirring also as well. It just kind of excites the mint. You don't want the mint to do too much in there, but it's just going to give a nice mint. And just gives it a nice cool finish.
So should we put some ice in our glasses or no?
Nope. I haven't said, but I would recommend if you're making this later on, pop your martini glasses into the fridge for a while and chill them.
Yeah.
But if you just have it is nice and chilled down with the ice in it as well. So.
You know what's really cool as well when you put it in the fridge? If you dip it in water, just have a little bit of tiny water on it, and then put it in the freezer for 2 minutes, it ices all around.
Really nice thing. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So are we pouring? Is it time?
Yeah, time to pour. So we're just going to double strain again. Just don't want any notice a little bits of mint going in there. Just going to double strain into our glass. And this really is it's a riff of one of a classic martini. Just adding some nice different elements to bring out those flavors with the apple juice, the Elderflower, the tart. So there you have the Hedgerow Martini. And the reason why it's called a Hedgerow Martini, you're looking at the blackcurrant, looking at the mint, looking at the Elderflower. It's all things that grow wild and just all been using ingredients. So that was the inspiration behind the name. And I love the colour, love the aromas, and it really is a very enjoyable drink. And I hope you feel the same way.
That looks really, really good. How are you getting on, Aisling and Lisa?
Oh,
We're good.
so good. So excited to taste this.
Yeah, I mean,
It
I
looks
do love a good
divine.
martini. I have high hopes for this one, but I haven't been given one yet. So I know.
Come on, John.
I know.
More performance.
Let me hear what you think of it.
Okay, well, cheers,
How does
everybody.
it smell?
Divine.
Divine. The smell
Yeah.
is actually divine.
I mean,
Cheers.
cheers. Who would have known that mint gets excited, hey?
Oh my God.
Just the words I suppose
wow.
when
Oh,
The
this
hint
is
of
totally
it.
my favorite.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that is so delicious.
Even the
Is that
smell
one you'd
of
make
it.
again? Is that one you would make again?
100%.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
without a shadow of a doubt. It reminds me of my childhood with the,
What were you fed as a child?
I was like, man.
I'm sure it's the blackcurrant and not the gin.
I'm sure, yeah, that's what they all say. Listen, thank you very much. Thank you both very much, Aisling and Lisa. You've been fantastic. Thank you so much for taking part. And hopefully we'll... Oh, hang on. Before you go anywhere.
It's like Ribena apple.
There you go.
Hey!
Oh, yay! Cheers!
Cheers. I drink to your good health.
And to yours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I see what you mean. If this glass was in the fridge stroke freezer, it'll be ice cold. Oh yeah. That's really, really good. I know what I'm doing later on tonight. Thank you both very much indeed. You've been brilliant.
Thanks,
Thank you so much. Take care yourselves. Bye. Bye. Thank you so much. They're fantastic. And the whole idea of this club is to have fun, get your friends around, make cocktails. And again, you get one of these, which is 200 mils, and there's enough in this bottle for 4 cocktails. So in a box, you've got 8 cocktails, plus you've got cards telling you what to make, and you can make all our cocktails using no extra alcohol. It's just juice and stuff you have around the house. So 8 cocktails for €40, including delivery. I mean, you really, really can't go wrong. And although World Gin Day has passed, we do have some of these left, and we are shipping until the end of June. So if you fancy getting your hands on one of these, or you know someone who'd like one, you have till the end of the month. We're almost done here. 2 more quick things to say. The first thing to say is that we have a competition winner. This is for our club members. Oh, and this is interesting, by the way. Not that anyone's traveling much at the moment, but if you do go to the airport, we now have a 46% velvet cap Irish whiskey with extra stout casks. It's a banger. Right. Who was one? Helen Reardon, congratulations. You've won yourself a bottle of Blackwater No. 5 gin. We're almost done. 2 things to say. First thing to say is we do make Blackwater gin, which is very, very nice. And obviously the Blackwater Tasters Club. We also make Boyle's gin. Going for round 2 already. Excellent. Which we make exclusively for Aldi. And this is just one double gold at San Francisco, which is the most prestigious drinks competition in the world. So for an Irish gin to win, let alone one that's going to cost 25 quid, it's a banger. It's fantastic. So yeah, go grab yourself one of those. And I think that's it, really. Just to say, drink responsibly, enjoy yourselves. And we will leave you with a little message from our good friend, John Spillane. Till next time, take care of yourselves, wash your hands.
What does it take to make an award-winning gin? A quality spirit as your base to begin. Exotic botanicals in all different measures, combined in our still at our distiller's pleasure. Born out of steam, it takes a whole team to bring you a gin that's worthy of a double gold win. Fair play to us. Happy World Gin Day!